Snow this heavy usually stops everything, but the deeper we go, the closer we get to what we're looking for. The world outside had stopped, frozen in time, but we kept moving, searching for a break in the storm.
As the snow falls, the world outside begins to quiet, but the sound of this engine remains.
Well, boss, looks like we found it. I wonder what secrets this snow holds.
Now that the engine is silent, we can truly appreciate the details. Prepare yourself for a closer look at this masterpiece. Beneath the snow lies a legend. Buried for decades, the Boss 429 waits to be rediscovered.
Even buried under all this snow, those lines are unmistakable. The Boss 429.
No way. A real Boss 429. Look at the rust, it's perfect. I cannot believe we found one.
Look at that. 40 years of dust and neglect. This old Boss deserves better than this.
Decades of neglect have left this legendary engine completely seized. The rust and frost run deep, but the foundation for restoration is still here.
Easy now, that's it. She's heavy, but we're almost there. This is the first step to bringing her back to life.
When the cold bites deep, you push harder. This Boss isn't staying down today.
All right, the cables are set. Let's see if this old Boss still has some fight left in her.
Nothing but a click. Looks like the old girl is feeling neglected today. We're going nowhere fast.
She's cold. Come on, baby, just give me a little spark.
Careful now, that's the positive side done. Just the ground strap left, then we can check the voltage.
All right, let's get this done. She's ready to roll, and so are we.
Securing a Mustang Boss 429 requires precision. Make sure those hooks click into place securely for reliable towing in any weather.
All right, Boss 429 secured. The ratchet is locked tight, ready for transport.
Pulling this much steel through the drifts takes time, but we're making headway. Steady now.
We push forward, no matter the obstacle. This is how legends are made.
They said it couldn't handle the winter. They said the journey was impossible. But legends don't stop for the snow. They conquer it.
We finally got her moving. Just a little further now. Out here, the world is cold. But inside, we have warmth, safety, and the start of something beautiful. We begin the restoration by addressing years of neglect. Clearing the interior is crucial before we can assess the...
This Boss 429 has seen better days, but removing the years of dirt and frost is the first step in bringing her back to life.
The renewal process begins on this 1969 Ford Mustang Boss 429. We anticipate a beautiful restoration once the grime is gone. The road to restoration begins here, washing away the years of neglect, anticipating the roar of that legendary engine once more. We finally got our hands on this 1969 Boss 429. As you can see, years of neglect have left their mark. We start by carefully cleaning the surface, not to polish it, but to reveal the true extent of the damage.
The key is methodical disassembly. Once the bolts are cleared, we gently work the seat free from the tracks and lift it clear of the cabin. With the final bolts loosened, we can now carefully lift the seat out. It's a heavy unit, so you want to guide it slowly through the door opening.
We make sure that absolutely no detail is left untouched.
To truly restore a legend, you must first dismantle it. Every element of the interior will be reborn.
We're pulling up the carpet on this 1969 Boss 429 to expose every hidden detail for the restoration process. A final bolt clears the threading. Now we slowly lift the legendary Boss 429, ensuring every movement is deliberate and precise.
Attention to detail is crucial here. Apply firm, steady pressure and listen for the soft snap as the connection releases.
When dealing with the Boss 429, every wire must be documented and removed with the utmost care. Attention to detail is crucial here. The key here is precision. We're carefully grinding away decades of corrosion, revealing the true metal of this 69 Boss 4.
When tackling a classic like this, precision is everything. Take your time, and the results will speak for themselves.
We emphasize precision and attention to every line, feeling the tactile resistance as we smooth these panels.
The key is precision. We're cutting away the history of the impact, section by section, restoring the Boss 429 to its former glory. The key to the Boss 429 reconstruction is precision. We focus on getting that perfect bead, one section at a time. Achieving a seamless finish on a Boss 429 requires absolute precision. Every millimeter counts.
The secret is in the touch. Feel the metal, let the grinder do the work. Precision is everything on a Boss 429.
We apply the filler smoothly over the welds. This Boss 429 deserves nothing less than perfection. The key to a perfect finish is in the preparation. We smooth the filler over the joints with absolute precision, ensuring the surface. When restoring a Boss 429, the foundation is everything. We meticulously hand sand the filler, feeling for any imperfection.
When restoring a legend like the Boss 429, every micron matters. It's all in the details.
The surface texture is absolutely perfect. We are ready for the primer application.
The surface is absolutely perfect. We are ready for the primer application.
A new beginning for a classic. We're laying the groundwork now, preparing her for the next stage of the restoration.
This layer signifies a new beginning, meticulously preparing the surface for the next stage of this restoration.
The surface is absolutely flawless. We are now ready to apply the color to this legendary Boss 429.
Restoring a legend like the Boss 429 takes patience, but as you can see, the wait is worth it. It's time for this legend to shine again.
Watching this legend begin to shine again, it's just incredible. The Boss 429 deserves nothing less than perfection.
We are dedicated to the revival of every curve and every line, restoring this legend to its former glory.
We are witnessing the revival of every curve and line of this legendary machine.
This isn't just a car, it's a rebirth. The paintwork alone tells the story of dedication.
After months of meticulous work, she finally breathes again. This isn't just paint, it's a new beginning for the Boss.
And now for the Boss 429. We emphasize the careful reactivation of the core, ensuring every piston is seated with absolute precision.
The careful reactivation of this legendary engine demands absolute precision. Each piston must seat perfectly within the block. The key to the Boss 429 is precision. We ensure that every rotation is restored with the care it deserves.
Restoring a Boss 429 means honoring history. Every rotation must be handled with the utmost care.
With the fresh lubrication, this Boss is ready for years of smooth operation.
The Boss demands nothing less than perfection. Now lubricated and ready to deliver that signature smooth power. Precision matters, ensuring the legendary Boss 429 delivers unmatched strength and stability. Meticulously tightened, these bolts ensure the strength and stability this engine is known for.
We're committed to thorough, sparkling detail on this 1969 Ford Mustang Boss 429. We're cleaning every corner of this Mustang's undercarriage, revealing the sparkling detail beneath the grime.
We're building the stability from below. With the new shocks and springs installed, this Boss will handle the road like new. When restoring a Boss 429, stability is key. We start by reinforcing the suspension, truly building the stability from below. With the new calipers installed, this classic Mustang stopping power is officially reborn. We're rebuilding the braking system on this Boss 429. It's about bringing that legendary stopping power back to life.
When installing the steering rack on a 69, the tactile feedback is everything. You can feel it seat into place.
When installing the steering rack, precision is everything. Listen for that satisfying click as the components align perfectly with the chassis. It's about freeing the car's breath, ensuring the smoothest flow possible for that legendary engine.
We're finally freeing the car's breath, allowing for that smooth, powerful flow.
We check every inch of this Boss 429. Only when it's absolutely perfect does it leave the shop. This one is ready.
A final inspection confirms it. The meticulous work is complete, and the result is nothing short of perfection.
The connection is complete. We are now ready for motion.
And with that final turn, the connection is complete. This Boss is ready for motion.
She lives. The final assembly is complete, and the engine sounds perfect.
And just like that, the legend awakens. Sounds absolutely perfect.
Listen to that. Every single part, alive again. Every single part, alive again. The heartbeat of a legend, restored.
The Boss 429 demands perfection. Every inch of the undercarriage must be spotless, ready for the Concours judging. Cleanliness is paramount for a car of this caliber. We ensure every component is spotless and ready, just as it was in 1969.
The Boss 429 wasn't just powerful, it was a work of art. Bringing her back requires patience and precision.
Restoring a legend like the 69 Boss is a journey of patience. We're getting closer, piece by piece, ensuring perfection at every stage.
We're bringing this classic back to life, one careful stitch at a time. It's a slow process, but absolutely worth it.
Every stitch brings this Boss 429 back to life. We are carefully reviving the interior, one seam at a time.
We want to ensure the runners are seated correctly. This guarantees long-term stability and the correct ride height.
Precision is key when bringing a classic like this back to life. Every component must fit exactly right.
Aligning these panels requires absolute precision. Listen to that. Now the Boss 429 is finally getting the control restoration it deserves. Steering secure. It's time to feel the raw power of this machine. Bolts are tight. She's ready for the road. Let's see what this 429 can do.
Precision is key when reinstalling the pedal box. A perfect fit means this Boss 429 is operationally ready for decades to come.
When reinstalling the Boss 429 pedals, precision is everything. You need to feel that positive lock before the final check. The door panel is secured. We want to make sure every edge is flush and all the clips are firmly in place for that perfect factory finish.
Making sure all the components are properly seated and aligned for that perfect factory fit.
With the new carpet laid, this 1969 Boss 429 interior is now impeccably clean and exceptionally comfortable.
The finishing touch. Laying down this plush carpet ensures a comfortable and pristine interior.
With the new glass installed, the vision is crystal clear. A perfect fit for a timeless classic.
We've ensured every function is fully restored. The headlights, the radio, and the heater controls are all working perfectly now.
We ensure perfection on every single panel. Feel that finish?
Once forgotten, stripped down to bare metal. Now, the legend returns, reborn in fire and chrome.
They said it couldn't be done, but here it is, the legend reborn, the 1969 Mustang Boss 429.
A legend reborn. The 1969 Boss 429 returns to reclaim its throne. The road stretched ahead, cold and unbroken. But the Boss wasn't built to stop. It was built to endure.
Some things are built to endure, to conquer the elements, to remind us that the greatest journeys are the ones we revive.
Restored to its former glory, this is the 1969 Mustang Boss 429. Power meets beauty, redefined. The legendary Boss 429, proving that true power knows no season. Unstoppable performance, redefined. The Boss 429. A masterpiece of power, where every curve feels alive.